Listen to stories, appreciate idioms. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Encountering Idioms.
I'm 子曰.
Today, the idiom we are going to encounter is
半途而废.
Let's break it down and read it slowly.
半途而废. 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 半途
refers to the middle of a journey or when something is done halfway.
而
means but.
废
means to stop or terminate.
半途而废
literally means to stop in the middle of a journey, so this idiom has a negative connotation. It metaphorically refers to quitting something before completing it, lacking the perseverance to see it through to the end. The idiom
半途而废
first appeared in the book
礼记中庸.
The original text states,
君子遵道而行，半途而废，无弗能已矣.
This phrase means that some people with good morals may follow the path of moderation and righteousness, but they give up halfway and cannot continue to persist, while I will never do such a thing. This idiom has a very famous story. It is said that during the Eastern Han Dynasty, there was a virtuous woman in Henan County. People did not know her name, but they knew her as the wife of Yu Yangzi. Yu Yangzi grew up in a very poor family, and life became even more difficult after he got married. One day, Yu Yangzi found an ingot of gold outside and happily brought it home to his wife. When his wife found out the origin of the gold, she did not look pleased. She angrily said to Yu Yangzi, "I heard that people with ambition cannot accept gold that others have lost. People with noble character will not even drink from a stolen well because they dislike the name stolen well. You cannot just take things that others have lost, it will ruin your excellent character. You should return the gold." Yu Yangzi felt ashamed after hearing his wife's words, so he returned the gold to its original place. After that, Yu Yangzi left home to study with his teacher. Time flew by, and 1 year had passed. Yu Yangzi happily returned home. His wife was very surprised when she saw him. She asked, "You have only been gone for a year, and you have already learned everything? Why have you come back so soon?" Yu Yangzi's face, which was originally happy, became a little embarrassed. He said, "There is no other reason. I just missed you so much during the year I was away studying that I came back to see you." After hearing this, his wife not only wasn't pleased, but she also picked up the scissors and pointed at the silk on the loom. She said, "Look at this silk that I am weaving on the loom. It was originally spun from the silk of silkworms, and then I spun this silk into thread. Then, I wove it into a small piece of cloth, and finally, I pieced together many small pieces of cloth to make a large piece of cloth. Only through constant accumulation can it become a piece of fabric that can be used to make clothes. If I cut it with scissors now, this piece of cloth will become useless waste, and it cannot be used to make clothes anymore. I think your studying outside is the same as me weaving at home. If you want to accumulate knowledge, you should learn something new every day to achieve your own virtue. Now that you have returned halfway through your studies, what's the difference between you and me cutting a piece of cloth off a loom? You should immediately return to your teacher and continue your studies. Upon hearing his wife's criticism, Yu Yangzi was deeply moved, so he left home and devoted himself to his studies. In this story, Yu Yangzi's wife used
半途而废
to criticize him for giving up halfway through his studies. How could he learn useful knowledge by giving up so easily? There is also a story that goes like this. It is said that a long time ago, there was a young man who was very eager to learn martial arts. So he asked a famous martial artist for advice on how to learn. The martial artist told him that as long as he put a stone in the well every morning when he got up, then practiced martial arts for an hour, and finally picked up the stone again, he should repeat this process until the day when the stone no longer sank, and his martial arts would make great progress. So the young man began to train his martial arts seriously. He got up every morning on time, put the stone, practiced martial arts, and picked up the stone again, repeating this process over and over again. However, after the young man persisted for a month, he found that the stone still sank to the bottom of the well, and he felt very disappointed and frustrated, thinking that his efforts had not received any rewards. So the young man decided to give up. He gave up his training and never returned to the well. In the end, the young man's dream was completely shattered along with his giving up. In this story, the young man,
半途而废
not only did he not complete the martial artist's test, but his own dream was also shattered. These are the two stories. Next, let's review the idiom we encountered today.
半途而废半途而废
Finally, let's use
半途而废
to make a sentence.
他开始学习弹吉他，但是很快就半途而废了。他开始学习弹吉他，但是很快就半途而废了。
That's all for today's Encountering Idioms. If you like it, please like and subscribe. See you next time.